Hi, this is Myla.
This is James.
And this is the new 2025 Lucid Air Touring.
Okay, let's just do a quick walk around. This is the 2025 Lucid Air Touring. And the only thing that you'll know is the touring version is that piece right there. Otherwise, all the Lucids pretty much look alike. That's the outside. I'm going to show you the license plate. Right. About how the vents and all the designs are part of the aerodynamics, but for this one it's going to be our first month review on what really we've discovered being EV owners for the longest time. Just for context, how long have we been driving an EV?
Too long. Back in 2012?
2012 or 2013, we've gone through Model S,
Model
Y, two Model X's, and no more Tesla for us. And this is not political. It's just because everybody owns a Tesla nowadays. We want to have something different. In this review, this is the Lucid Air Touring. In our next review for next week will be the other one.
The EQE, Mercedes EQE. Now we are going to demonstrate to you how to use your phone as a key to get in the Lucid just like the Tesla.
Go ahead. Okay, that works well when you're going to the driver's side or the passenger side. One thing we discovered is the trunk. Let's demonstrate that too. You'll have to step away so the car will turn off. And it will not open from the back. What you have to do is get close to the car on the side. Now it opens. Now we get to the back. It's kind of annoying, but that's what happens when you have your phone as a key. If you have your key fob, you can probably just lock and unlock it that way. That's one. It's going to be a random review. We'll show you the other ones. Okay, now we'll demonstrate with you the easy entry portion of it. Go ahead.
Now this car is now in my profile, but I won't be able to reach it because it hasn't gone into my own settings. To be able for my settings to start getting activated, I have to click the seat belt and it goes slowly.
Yeah, I've noticed that if you press on the brakes also it works, but for her she's too far. She has to put the seatbelt on, and the seats in the steering wheel adjusts. It's a bit slower than what we're used to compared to the other cars. Now we're inside of the car. Some of the other things that we've noticed is this sun visor. The visor lights, they turn on, but you have to change the batteries every so often. This is not even a glass roof, so they could have just wired something here, so you don't need to worry about changing batteries. But I don't know how the battery lasts. For now, I think that's just kind of a weird design.
Also, the cup holder over here, it's very small. And I don't really know, not too much storage, I guess.
I've noticed this compartment right here. It's a bit small. Obviously you have the compartment behind here, but it's really not as secure as having it completely covered. But the main thing is this cup holder, they're a bit small. If you have just a little bit larger of a cup, it just won't fit in.
For changing lanes, there's a camera that shows up here on the dashboard. It's pretty good. However, at nighttime, it's not as effective.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's high definition camera when you're using it in daytime, but at nighttime, it's almost useless. Okay, what do you think of the sound system?
It's okay, not the best.
When we were shopping for the car, we were intending to have the premium sound system. It's, I think, $2,900 more, and we were opting for an in-stock car, so we get the discount. It's not too many of them. I listened to both. There's quite some difference. I don't think it's worth $2,900. With the bunch of software upgrades that they did already, the base sound system which we have, it's decent. But if you're an audiophile, you should get the Surreal Sound Pro. Given what we have right now, I think we should have gone for it, but this was what's available at the time. So I suggest you listen to both. Surreal Sound Pro is definitely a go for us for next time. Okay, what's your impression of the interior materials that they used for Lucid Air? We've had Tesla, we've had Mercedes.
Comparing to Tesla, this is better, and it doesn't sound like it's like an empty can, so it feels more solid.
Let's find out if they can hear it on the video. Just open your door and close it. Yeah, it's a solid thud, because when we had the Tesla closing the door, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. She said an empty can. We've had an EQS 580 as well, but comparing the interior of this versus the Mercedes is more luxurious than this one. I'd put this in between the Mercedes and the Tesla, somewhere in the middle for interior quality. How about the drive? Tell me about the road noise and the way it handles when you're driving.
You can barely hear the road noise when you're driving the Lucid, and it handles very well. It's fast, so which is good, and very smooth with changing of lanes.
We test drove this car before, but the most recent one before we bought the car was a test drive after driving a Porsche Macan EV. I can say the handling, the cornering, it's quite comparable to the Porsche Macan that we test drove. We had a Mercedes-Benz EQS that it's still smoother, it absorbs the bumps better, but in cornering that drives like a boat. But for cornering with this Lucid Air, it really handles, it feels planted. And just like what Mila said, when you're driving on the freeway, there's a nice insulation. It's not like when you drive the Tesla
that you can hear everything.
Almost everything. The road noise and
the wind. Yeah.
The wind, it's not very insulated. So that's what we like about this car too. I've watched videos before that says the exterior of the car is the size of an EQE, but the inside is the size of an EQS. Yeah, that's true. The leg room in the front and the back are really good. Let me show you the back. Tell me about your leg room in the back.
The leg room here at the back is very spacious. It's like being in a business class in your airplane.
Well, from the reviews of our son, who usually stays in the back, he is 5'6", and the EQS already has a big leg room, and he feels like this is actually bigger than the EQS legroom. Look at that.
Yeah, at the back, the passengers in here can also control their own temperature. So they can turn it on and set it how they like it. Driver and the passenger in front can also control their own temperature.
At the time of this recording, Lucid Air offers CarPlay but no Android Auto yet for her. She got Android. Now, the CarPlay for this one, my impression is it looks like an afterthought. It's probably because of the size and shape of the screen. It's slanted that way, and the CarPlay menu is looking like that. And look at that empty space. Look at how map looks on a Google Maps, and here's how it is on Apple Maps. But if you look at the native navigation system, look at that. it has the entire screen filled with the map. So tell me why I would use CarPlay in mapping versus just using the native native navigation system. Anywho, the CarPlay though, it connects really quick. We have the Mercedes and it takes some time for it to connect. For the Lucid, it connects fairly quickly, and it's a wireless CarPlay, by the way. Okay, that's it. That's our 1 month review of the Lucid Air Touring.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit
Like and subscribe.